Now in this video, students, we will be discussing what is the role of entrepreneur as a factor of production and what are its characteristics. Now entrepreneur is it is treated as one of the input for starting up a production process, because if somebody doesn't come up and takes the risk of production, or somebody, if he or she is not there who will arrange the necessary land, labor and capital for production, then the production will not start on its own. For example, if I take an example, suppose garment. Now garments is something which we all buy. This is the final substance that we all buy by paying price of it. Now this garment is the final product that we buy. But we don't buy cotton. We buy cotton garments, but we are not ready to buy cotton because it is the raw material and it has no utility to us. So until and unless it is given a perfect processing, like cotton is first turned into thread, it goes through several processes, then dyed or colored, then stitched, and some designs are given, then only the dress becomes lucrative and we are ready to buy with a certain amount of money. We are ready to make a monetary sacrifice and acquire the garment because we feel that it is a proper thing which has the ability to satisfy us. Now these garments would have not existed only if nobody engaged in the textile industries, nobody started the textile industries. So obviously you need the input entrepreneur who will take the risk of production. Why we call risk of production? Because when he produces any commodity, he doesn't know himself that the product will be saleable in the market or not, or whether there will be profit at the end or not. Only after sale he realizes the profit or loss. But initially he has to take up the risk and start the productive activity. Until and unless he produces, he will not know what will be the situation in the market, whether people will demand his product or not, whether he will be earning high profit from the sale or not. So he is the one who takes the risk, because there can be both situation of profit or loss at the end. It can be that whatever he produced, suppose Y is the commodity which he produced, but after production it was found that people don't demand, so there will be drop in sales of Y. So entrepreneur is bearing loss. He has earned no money because Y is not demanded in the market. But if he had made effective market survey before launching the product or what to produce, then he would have found that this Y product is very much demanded and he is able to sell and generate profit. So there is always a risk of income whether you will make profit or loss at the end. Number 2, without the work of the entrepreneur, he is the one who thinks about production of Y, engages land for making factory building, engages labor who will work in order to put their efforts to deliver the Y commodity, and he also purchases or rents or hires capital and buys raw material for producing this Y commodity. Now he is the one who coordinates the entire activity. So if entrepreneur was not there, then the activity would not have ever started on its own. So main coordination is done, or starting of production process is done by the entrepreneur. So that is the second property. Number 3, now when the entrepreneur engages, now no one will give their land to make factory for free, or no one will give their ready factory as without rent. If the entrepreneur says that I want to take your factory, then the factory owner will obviously charge a specific rent. So entrepreneur needs to pay the rent. No labor will be ready to work without the wage. So entrepreneur has to make the wage payment, and he hires the capital by paying an interest and also buys the raw material. So the entrepreneur himself bears the entire cost of production first. Now what is his earning? See, all our inputs, land, labor, capital, all our inputs, and whatever money they receive is included in the cost of production. But what is the entrepreneur's benefit? Now, what is his benefit? Just have a look over here. Suppose this Y commodity is produced. Now for producing Y, the total cost of production is 50 rupees and an extra 10 rupees is charged over it. So the price of Y in the market is 60. So when the consumers pay, who buys the product, they will pay 60 rupees. Now what is 50 rupees? The cost covering. The entrepreneur has borne the entire cost of production over land, labor, capital by himself. So he is just recovering the cost of 50 rupees. And this is the extra earning which belongs to the entrepreneur. So entrepreneur earns income only after sale of the product and only if there is a profit that can be charged after cost coverage. Whereas other inputs, land, labor, capital, their income, like land's income is rent, labor's income is wage, capital income is the interest, and all these incomes are included in the cost of production, which is borne by the entrepreneur himself. But what entrepreneur earns is received at the end, just after the sale of the product. So he bears the cost of production and his earning occurs only after sale. So his income is realized afterwards, but other factors' income is included within the cost of production. Now this income, I said that entrepreneur will earn this extra 10 rupees. Now it can be so that his product is not sold only. Now if his product is not sold, then what will happen? The cost of production that he have given himself will not be realized because he is unable to sell, and his income is also not present because he is unable to sell the product at 60 rupees, not realizing the cost. So the total cost is basically the cost which entrepreneur has given from his money, or his income has gone over there. So it is basically a loss that money is not coming but actually going out. So entrepreneur's income is unpredictable. He doesn't know. That is why we say there is risk attached. There can be profit if he can sell, there can be loss if he is not able to sell the product, and his income is indeterminate or unpredictable, you can say, because it cannot be predicted from before. A salaried person knows that I will earn this much amount at the end of the month, but an entrepreneur doesn't know what will be his income. He can run a very lucrative business and his income can be very high due to very high profits, and his income can be as low as he is unable to cover up the cost of production. So it's a very unpredictable source of income for him, as nothing can be understood before. So these are the properties of entrepreneur as a factor of production. So he takes the risk of production. If he doesn't take the risk, no production would have been possible. His income is unpredictable. He is the one who coordinates and takes all the factors, accumulates or arranges all the factor and starts up with the production process. He pays all the factor payments. All these are inputs or factors of production. He pays the factor payments from himself which is known as cost of production. This Y commodity is launched in the market, but first it has a cost of production. So this is entirely taken by the entrepreneur, and then his earning comes only after this Y is produced and sold in the market. So these are the properties of entrepreneur as factor of production.